I'm hoping I don't get insomnia tonight. I didn't invite her, and she is not welcome because she's rude. She don't even bring snacks. Um, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Um, I feel cramping, and I'm feeling injection site soreness, and it's becoming more obvious, I guess. I took for granted that once the shot got easier, that it would stay that way, and that's not the case. Um, Someone had said, "Oh, it'll get easier," blah blah blah, and then I thought, oh, "Okay, yeah, they were right." Not the case. Um, my injections start to itch more right after, and then they get sore. Um, Not enough for me to take Tylenol or anything, but sore nonetheless. So alternating sides is helping. Tomorrow I go back to the left side, the leather side. It was tough over there. So um, it's all for a driven purpose. Um, by the time, or at some point within these 10 to 14 days of injections, um, my nurse explained that my ovaries are the size of my thumb. And between now and then, they're going to be the size of tennis balls. Yep. And I think my abdomen is making plenty room for it because I just feel and look so bloated. Like I feel like if I drink 8 ounces of water, it's like I drank 16. So I don't know why I'm retaining so much water. I guess that's the part of it. I don't know. Everyone is different. Everyone is responds differently. I'm in a trying to conceive group, TTC group, and I'm in an IVF support group on Facebook. And someone just flat out told me, "Oh, you shouldn't be experiencing mood swings." Okay, I'm only injected hormones. For real. The internet can be a blessing and a curse. And sometimes they make me want to curse at them. But I just said thank you. Um, I can only share what I'm experiencing. That way, maybe somebody else can be like, oh, yeah, okay, I got that. Or, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So if it makes sense for somebody else somewhere along the line, hey. Um, my grandmother's birthday is coming up. She would have been 91 years old this year on the 21st. And how beautiful would it be to either have my egg aspiration then or the transfer of the embryos happening then or in between. It would just be so beautiful. And her name was Ruby. She's over my heart. And that's her favorite flower was the stargazer. Um, this week is also significant. Um, because there's just a special time in my life that just I guess this just month means a lot to me. July just means a lot to me for some different reasons. And I just like to, honor every special part. And if I can make connections with something that I'm doing to something that is a memory, I think is all the more special. I'm hoping to be asleep within the hour, because I do have to go to work tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to be a tall order or not, because I'm feeling cramps. And I have been cleared to take Tylenol, but it's not bad enough for Tylenol, I don't think. I want to see how much I can tolerate before I take Tylenol. It's just weird to watch your body and feel your body doing things and responding to something, and it's new and you don't have a frame of reference for it. You can only go by the different things that you hear and read. Nonetheless, I just pray and I hope that I have a smooth process, and that it can be a positive experience. Sharing something so personal and something so intimate. Some folks can make it feel like a gamble. And I usually do something. I'm always doing something out of the norm, bold, trailblazing, against the grain, untraditional, unconventional. And I guess you can say I'm a risk taker, but I'd rather be a dream maker. I'd rather call it that. And it's not easy being different. It's not easy, having to do things, by yourself, or with the odds against you, or with the statistics against you, and just blah, blah. It's not easy. Sometimes I feel like it's just a thing that makes me feel like I'm achieving and I'm doing something, especially if I can push through and complete it. And my dad is so excited and he's so happy for me. And he lives out of state, but he's been asking me for a kid for years. And my mother is not aware of what I'm doing. At least that's not my belief. Unfortunately, me and my mother are estranged. And the closest that I've come to sharing this with her, the conversation did not go very well. And this was some years ago, like 4 years ago. And I was like, hey, I'm unmarried and it's looking like, I may want to do this on my own. And she did not take that very well. Sperm donor? What? Ew. She freaked out. I was desperate and out of the will of God, and you need to pray about that, and that's just nasty, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, are you pretending to throw up? Wow. Okay. Hmm. At the time, I'm like 40 years old. I was like, I've been in church all my life. You raised me with Jesus. Can't you assume that I have prayed about it? Kills me when people think grown folks don't do something basic. Even if I didn't pray about it, it's still my business. So, for those of you who have asked, that's the answer. Um, I do not have support from my mom. My grandmother is deceased. Um, the couple of other relatives that know have expressed some very indifferent opinions, said some hurtful things, and it was almost discouraging. It was, there were some very insightful things that were said, but I've been working on this since I was 37, meaning the research and thinking about it and waiting and dating and wanting a husband, waiting for a husband, and it just ain't happened. So, 45 years old, eggs is not plentiful, and I can't live for someone else. And it's saddening when you have to spend so much energy trying to convince someone that you really want something and you believe you're doing the right thing. And you want your family, not necessarily their approval, but like their, oh, okay, well, all right, let's go. I have never gotten that from a family member. Like my immediate elder family, like my, and I have siblings on my father's side, and they're supportive. And it's different. It's to be the only child from my mom and to have a small family and then have very little scarce or distant or half cocked support. It's really strange, I know that my siblings support me from a distance and are with me in spirit. I haven't spoken to my siblings in maybe a couple weeks or so. So, someone asked me, I'm the only one in Chicago. There's no family here in Chicago. So it's just me. That's why I'm by myself. All of my family is out of state. Someone asked, is someone gonna come and be with you for the procedure? Probably not. When the baby's born, don't know. I don't know. I just have to make sure that I have a ride to and from both procedures because they don't allow you to come nor leave by Uber or Lyft, and it is in the medical contract and release. So I'm making sure that I have plan A and plan B together. And I'm definitely needing a plan B. So I will make sure that every step of the way I will pace myself and do what I need to do. It's just in my instance, there's not an array of people to call on and be on standby or backup or whatever. So, but it will get done. It will happen. One day at a time, one portion at a time. So, I hope I answered some of your questions. Feel free to email me or scroll all the way down and leave your comments and questions, or direct message me if you don't want to put your question out there, and I will answer. Thanks a lot. Good night.